Boxers are the true warrior inside the ring. There are different types of boxer, some are brawlers, others are tactician, sometimes explosive, and popular for their speed. But who will be the best fighters among them all? For you to know, here are the top 25 best pound-for-pound boxers of the past 30 years according to YARDBARKER.com. Number 25. Kostya Tszyu. A Russian who became an Australian citizen, he won a junior welterweight belt in his 14th pro fight, and across 2 separate reigns, made 14 title defenses. Tszyu 31 victories and 2 lost. He also beat a faded Julio Cesar Chavez a year prior. Tszyu did not let his skills deteriorate much, he retired after a 2005 loss to Ricky Hatton. Number 24. Winky Wright. One of the premier defensive matrices in modern boxing, Wright used the tactical prowess to dominate the junior middleweight division for many years between the late 1990s and mid-2000s. Wright furthered Shane Mosley's mid-career swoon by beating him twice in 2004 and exiting the division on top. Wright then routed a rapidly fading Felix Trinidad en route to a middleweight title fight. He retired as one of the all-time greats in the 154-pound class. He has a record of 51 victories, 6 defeats, and 1 draw. Number 23. Prince Naseem Hamd. Prince was one of the most unique superstars of the 1990s. While his flashy entrances and in-ring agility generated publicity, Hamd could crack. Blessed with uncanny knockout power, Hamd held a featherweight belt for 6 years and defended it 15 times, third most at the 126-pound class. Though he was done by age 28, the Brit left an original imprint on the boxing timeline. He has a record of 36 wins and 1 loss. Number 22. Miguel Cotto. A Puerto Rican 4-division world champion, Cotto was a beloved figure in boxing for many years. Cotto's career is defined more by losses against a vicious opponent docket headlined by Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao. He moved up to stop a faded Sergio Martinez for the lineal middleweight title in 2014, but the menacing body puncher was never quite the same after his first loss. Number 21. Vitali Klitschko. The Ukrainian prodigy won the other 45 bouts and enjoyed a 2-title reign run alongside brother Wladimir to top the division. He was one of the most dominant heavyweights in boxing history. He lost 2 fights because of a shoulder injury against Chris Bird and Cuts vs. Lennox Lewis, but was winning both at stoppage time. The older Klitschko barely lost a round, albeit against mostly suspect opposition. Number 20. Joe Calzaghe. King of the super middleweight division for nearly 10 years, the Welshman finished his career unbeaten at 46 wins and no loss. He reigned in relative obscurity in the United States from 1998-2007 before outpointing Mikkel Kessler to unify the 168-pound division. Calzaghe defended his belt a division record 21 times and ended his career on an exemplary note by defeating Bernard Hopkins and a declining Roy Jones at light heavyweight in his only American appearances. Number 19. Erik Morales. The Mexican brawler ended up on the short end of the epic trilogy with Marco Antonio Barrera, but he has one of this generation's best wins in 2005 decision over Manny Pacquiao. The first 4-division Mexican champ, Morales has 52 wins and 9 defeats. He defeated Barrera in the Countryman's 2000 Thriller, took a super bantamweight belt off Hall of Famer Daniel Zaragoza and defended it 9 times before winning straps at 126, 130 and 140 pounds. El Terrible was done as an elite fighter around age 30, but he packed plenty of action into a Hall of Fame career. Number 18. Vasiliy Lomachenko. Operating at a higher 17 wins and 390 larger opposition. Number 17. Canelo Alvarez. Taking advantage of his status as the Western Hemisphere's top in-ring attraction, Alvarez sports a spectacular opponent ledger. Canelo beat Miguel Cotto at middleweight, took Gennadiy Golovkin's belts, and stopped Sergey Kovalev at 175. The popular Mexican also nearly cleaned out the 168-pound division and did good work at 154. Other big names are on Canelo's resume, but favorable judging, is a draw scorecard against Floyd Mayweather and the draw result against Golovkin in the Rivals 2017 opener best shows has played a role in his rise. He has a record of 58 wins, 2 defeats and 2 draws. Number 16. Terence Crawford. Crawford was undefeated, having 39 victories. The 3-division champion has barely been tested, dominating at lightweight, junior welterweight, and, for nearly 5 years, welterweight. But the versatile Nebraskan has run into trouble with the political divide that boxing brings. He is neither a major pay-per-view draw nor was he aligned with the promotional stable most of this period's top welterweights chose. Number 15. Gennadiy Golovkin. Golovkin has a record of 42 victories, 2 defeats and 1 draw. He has made the most of a truncated time in the limelight. He spent his 20s in relative obscurity before breaking out in his HBO debut, a 5th-round knockout of Grzegorz Proksa in 2012. GGG defended his middleweight title a record-tying 20 times. His otherworldly power 34 KOs dissuaded rivals from facing him at his peak, but the popular Kazakh still compiled wins over all comers including Kell Brook and Daniel Jacobs. Number 14. Andre Ward. Ward's career arc makes this ranking difficult. He became a top-tier fighter after obliterating the Super 6 super middleweight tournament, culminating in a Carl Froch 2011 decision win. He usurped Manny Pacquiao at number 2 on some pound-for-pound lists in 2012. But promotional issues caused Ward undefeated records with 39 victories to miss the better part of 2 years, perhaps his would-be apex, shortly after. He was given a decision most felt he did not deserve over Sergey Kovalev, a result ESPN ceaselessly brings up, before beating the Russian in their rematch. But instead of making up for lost time, Ward abruptly retired. The Oakland-honed talent left some legacy points on the table. Number 13. Wladimir Klitschko. The technically sound Klitschko brother held the lineal heavyweight title for almost 10 years. The Ukrainian jabbing machine dominated from 2006 to 2015. He responded to knockout losses to Corey Sanders and Lamont Brewster by linking up with Emmanuel Stewart, who effectively minimized his suspect chin. Vladimir's 64 victories and 5 defeats was not aesthetically inspiring but made 18 heavyweight title defenses. He was third most in history. He enhanced his legacy exponentially in a loss to Anthony Joshua in 2017's Fight of the Year. Number 12. Felix Trinidad. Trinidad won a welterweight title at age 20 via first-round knockout of Maurice Blocker in 1993 and defended it 15 times, second most in 147-pound history, over the next 7 years. Tito defeated the likes of Fernando Vargas, David Reed and a faded Pernell Whitaker, but his 2 biggest fights featured struggles. Trinidad has 42 victories and 3 defeats. He was given a disputed decision in a momentous 1999 matchup with fellow unbeaten Oscar de la Hoya, but the loser provided a blueprint to best the power-punching star. Number 11. Shane Mosley. Mosley's career featured plenty of peaks and valleys, but the highs positioned him for a time as the world's best fighter. A demon at lightweight, he has 8 title defenses, and 8 knockouts. Mosley has 49 victories, 10 defeats and 1 draw. He climbed to the sports summit after winning a 2000 welterweight war with Oscar de la Hoya. However, the middle of Mosley's career brought tough sledding, and 0-4 combined mark versus Vernon Forrest and Winky Wright, in 2003 steroid use, affect Mosley's standing among the era's greats. But so does an upset whitewash of Antonio Margarito in 2009 to secure a 147-pound title at age 37. Number 10. Roman Gonzalez. He held the number 1 pound-for-pound spot as he became an HBO-affiliated fighter in 2015. Gonzalez has 51 victories and 4 defeats. He was well into his prime by the time viewers could see his offensive onslaughts. Chocolatito won titles in 4 divisions, minimum weight up to super flyweight 115, and paired with Golovkin on some all-action cards. After 2 2017 losses, the first disputed, the second via knockout to Srisaket Sor Rungvisai, placed Gonzalez at a crossroads. He regained a 115-pound belt and showed top form in a 2021 all-action loss to Juan Francisco Estrada. Number 9. Marco Antonio Barrera. Known for legendary wars with Erik Morales, Barrera was also a crafty technician. The revered Mexican won belts in 3 divisions and defended his 118-pound strap 12 times between 1995 and 2000. Barrera has 67 victories and 7 defeats. He won 2 of the 3 fights with Morales, the final 2, and deployed his technical acumen in front of a wide audience by ending Prince Naseem Hamed's featherweight run in 2001. He then beat smaller champions Paulie Ayala and Johnny Tapia, while 0-3 against Manny Pacquiao and Juan Manuel Marquez. Number 8. Ricardo Lopez. The most obscure name on this list, Lopez ruled divisions that do not see much stateside exposure. Champion at minimum weight or 105 pounds, in junior flyweight or 108, Lopez finished his 17-year career unbeaten at 51 victories, undefeated in 1 draw. The Mexican boxer-puncher won a 105-pound title in 1990 and defended 21 times. Small division fighters are not known for aging gracefully, but Finito dominated the 1990s and captured a junior flyweight belt at age 33. He defended it twice before retiring at age 35. Number 7. Juan Manuel Marquez. Marquez has 56 victories, 7 lost and 1 draw. He was made his 30s count. After winning his first title at age 31, Marquez snared belts in 3 more divisions, as high as welterweight. He defeated the likes of Barrera and Juan Diaz but also lost to non-Hall of Famers Chris John and Freddie Norwood. Marquez's legacy centers on his 4 Manny Pacquiao fights. He went 1-2-1 in this series. A judging error boosted Marquez to a draw in 2004, but he came better than anyone. Number 6. Lennox Lewis. Although first fight losses to Oliver McCall and Hasim Rahman make Lewis standing curious, he proved superior to Evander Holyfield once in a laughably bad draw decision and again in a victorious rematch, before battering a washed-up Mike Tyson. Riddick Bowe ducked him in the early 1990s, and Lewis trudged on as WBC champ for much of the decade. Lewis has 42 victories, 2 lost, and 1 draw. He caught his top rivals at convenient times, but with an elite jab and an imposing frame, he would have given them big trouble at their best. Number 5. Oscar de la Hoya. Against one of the strongest schedules in modern boxing history, the Golden Boy became one of the most popular fighters ever. The sport's top draw between the Mike Tyson and Mayweather or Pacquiao eras. De La Hoya 39 victories and 6 defeats, 1 titles in 6 divisions are second all-time. Junior lightweight to middleweight. He beat Julio Cesar Chavez, Pernell Whitaker, Fernando Vargas and yo-yoed in weight to fight Mayweather, Pacquiao and Bernard Hopkins. Number 4. Roy Jones Jr. Athletically, no one here matches Jones. Untouchable at his peak, Jones conquered the middleweight, super middleweight and light heavyweight divisions. He beat Bernard Hopkins, took apart James Toney and eviscerated lesser-known men en route to winning fighter of the 1990s acclaim. Jones has 66 victories and 9 defeats. He became the first former middleweight champ to win a heavyweight belt when he beat John Ruiz in 2003 in 106 years. Number 3. Bernard Hopkins. Hopkins, executioner, moniker didn't fit nearly as well as his 2010s, the Alien, alias did. He beat Felix Trinidad and Oscar de la Hoya past his 36th birthday, defeated Antonio Tarver, Winky Wright and Kelly Pavlik past 40 and held 2 light heavyweight belts at 49, shattering George Foreman's record. Father Time's toughest modern sports adversary held major titles 19 years apart and also made a record 20 straight middleweight title defenses and lost his 4 belts via a debated 2005 decision to Jermaine Taylor. Hopkins has 55 victories, 8 defeats, 2 draws. He did not possess Jones' raw talent but was a master craftsman and boasts a wildly unique resume. Number 2. Floyd Mayweather Jr. Undoubtedly boxing's financial kingpin, Mayweather possessed generational gifts and was an all-time great defender. He beat just about notable foe in his era and was not seriously threatened by most. His risk management was notorious, however. After Pretty Boy, Floyd proved historically dynamic in the 1990s and early 2000s. Money refused to step in the ring with adversaries at their best, fighting his top rivals, Manny Pacquiao, Shane Mosley, Miguel Cotto, and others when it suited him rather than testing his greatness. This, in friendly scorecards against José Luis Castillo, got him to undefeated 50 victories. Mayweather's legacy is complicated, though. Number 1. Manny Pacquiao. Pacquiao lost their apexes like Juan Manuel Marquez, Marco Antonio Barrera, Erik Morales. He bested more top welterweights than Mayweather did and is not only boxing's lone 7-division champion but its only 8-division champ, too. Handing Keith Thurman his first loss, at 40, further bolsters the Filipino legend's resume. A fighter collecting belts from flyweight or 112 pounds to junior middleweight or 154 will probably never happen again. Pacquiao's 2009 wipeout of Miguel Cotto was perhaps this era's zenith, and had Maypac occurred in 2010 rather than 2015, there is a good chance Pacquiao prevails. What's your thoughts about this? Comment below and subscribe for more.